the English idioms. English idioms are an important part of spoken English. They come up all the time. Idioms don't always make sense on first reading, so you should get to know them with practice. What's an idiom? A group of words regularly used that has a meaning you can't work out by looking at each single word. For example, at the drop of a hat. That means straight away. Do something at the drop of a hat. Straight away, immediately, instantly. Look at this. Loose flooring will nail it. What does this mean? Does it mean if you have loose flooring, we will hammer it in? Yes, but it also means we have all the answers to any problems you have with loose flooring. So, we'll nail it means we can fix all your flooring problems. A penny for your thoughts. It means, what are you thinking? Here's an old penny. It says penny on the other side. 100 pennies equals a pound in England. So, a penny for your thoughts. What are you thinking? The ball is in your court. Here's a tennis court. Well, there's a court and there's a court. There are two halves. Alright, there's the ball. The ball is in your court. It means it's up to you to make the next move in any problem. Hit the road. Here's a road. Does it mean hit the road with a hammer? No, it means let's depart, let's go. Over the hill. Here's an old man, here's a hill. It means you've got very old and you can't do your job. You're over the hill on the other side of. Not a very pleasant thing to say to somebody. Beat around the bush. Here's a bush, here's a beater. But it doesn't beat the bush, does it? It beats around the bush. You go around the subject avoiding touching it. Alright? You have an argument with somebody, but you don't get to the centre of the problem. You go round it, but avoid touching it. Under the weather. There's some bad weather. He looks under the weather. It means sick. Are you feeling a bit under the weather today? Yes, I'm sick. On the ball. This footballer is on the ball, isn't he? It means he's doing a great job, not just a footballer, but anyone. A teacher could be on the ball, a university lecturer on the ball, a bus driver on the ball, doing a great job. Are you pulling my leg? Pulling your leg to play a joke with you. Hit the sack. I'm going to hit the sack. What does it mean? I'm going to sleep. I've had a rough day. I'm going to hit the sack. Bye. No pain, no gain. If you want to build up your muscles, then, now let's go back. If you want to build up your muscles, you've got to put an... He doesn't want to listen, does he? If you want to build up your muscles by doing press-ups, you've got to put an effort in to get what you want. You want bigger muscles, so you've got to do the press-ups. No pain, no gain. Pull yourself together. It means calm down. Pull yourself together. Get a grip of yourself. Calm down. Speak of the devil. Huh? This means a person you were discussing turns up. So you say, speak of the devil. Not that Jack Barnett 21 is a devil. The best of all worlds. Look at that, they're having fun. An ideal situation. I'm not saying that being on a motorbike is an ideal situation, but it might be for some people. They have the best of all the worlds. It's not rocket science. It's not complicated. They're suggesting rocket science is complex. But if a problem is not rocket science, it's not complicated, it's simple. It's the last straw. That is the last straw. If you look at this camel, it's carrying tons and tons of straw. You get to the point where if you put one more straw on his back, that will break the camel's back. A final event that ruins the whole situation. There's the camel fallen over. A dead symbol. Break a leg. Break a leg. Break a leg means good luck. In the theatre, it's unlucky to say good luck. So to avoid disasters, they say break a leg. Yes, I know, it's strange, isn't it? Sometimes missing the school bus is a blessing in disguise. Oh my gosh, the school bus had an accident. So if you miss the school bus, it will be a blessing in disguise. Something that looks bad but turns out to be good. Something that looks bad that turns out to be good. A blessing in disguise. Cut someone some slack means relax a little with the pressure. Cut some slack. Don't push a person too hard. Allow them time to work out the difficulties of the job. Get out of hand. Here's the hand, here's the brake. What are you saying? Get out of hand? Put a brake on before the situation gets very bad. All right? If your car is rolling, put a brake on before the situation gets very bad. Okay? Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Oh my God. Don't suggest a problem is bigger than it is. Break the ice. That's a piece of ice with a break in it. What does it mean, break the ice? What it means is, in a social situation, people are standing around not talking. What do you do to break the ice? You say something to make them feel more comfortable. Make people feel more comfortable in a social situation. Breaking the ice. The ice prevents you getting through. That's like a crowd of people not speaking to one another. One person starts and they all join in because he's broken the ice. Actions speak louder than words. Look at what people do rather than what they say. Actions speak louder than the words they use. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Here's a picture. All right, I teach you 1,000 essential words in English. This picture is worth 1,000 words trying to describe that. Show a picture rather than give a long explanation. I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Here's a tree with a man in it. Here's a tree. The dog is barking up the wrong tree if he's trying to catch the man. You're mistaken. You're looking in the wrong place. Barking up the wrong tree is not about dogs and trees. It's you making a mistake and looking in the wrong place. Looking at the wrong solution. Bite off more than you can chew. It isn't about eating pizzas. You're attempting to do a project that is too big for you. You're biting off more than you can chew. Cutting corners. Here you are. You have a piece of cutout, but you're cutting corners. Does it mean cutting corners? What it means is don't miss out bits in order to finish the project. Get on and do the thing properly. Don't miss out bits. Don't cut corners. Easy does it. Take things slowly. If you rush a project, you may miss things. Slow down. Back to the drawing board. There's a drawing board. That's your original plan, shall we say. If things start to go wrong, when we meet problems, for example, go look at your plans again or even start again from scratch. Back to the drawing board. Get your act together. Look at that, you've got all these things here and you've got to make them work. Get better or leave. Huh? So it's something you say to somebody in your work situation. Get better or leave. Bring everything, pull your act together, get your act together. Hang in there. Hang in there. Don't give up. All right? It's not about work on the rings. It's about you in a work situation or in a student situation. Don't just give up the first time you meet a problem. Hang in there. Time flies when you're having fun. Look at these people. They're enjoying life. So they're not counting the minutes. You don't notice time when you're enjoying something. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm not sure what to do. Your guess is as good as mine. In other words, I have no idea. It'll cost you an arm and a leg. It won't cost you an arm and a leg. Or it will cost you an arm and a leg. It will be very expensive. or it won't cost you an arm and a leg, it won't be very expensive. It's the arm and a leg that's suggesting that it's going to cost you a lot or a little. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. There are your chickens. You can't say, right, I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've only got one chick that's actually come out, so you have to wait. Wait until the event happens before you celebrate. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't cry over spilt milk. There's some spilt milk. Don't complain over an accident. It can be fixed. Right? You can mop it up. You can sort out a situation. Don't complain over an accident. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. There's a basket. If you have a problem and all your eggs are in this basket, you're going to lose everything. If you were careful, you didn't take such a great risk. You put some in one and some in another. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't invest all your money in one project. Be cautious. Every cloud has a silver lining. Well, certainly that is a cloud, and it does appear to have a silver lining. But what does it mean? It means things are not always as bad as they seem, because there's a silver lining. Things are not always as bad as they seem. Give someone the cold shoulder. He appears to be turning his back on you. Turn your back on somebody, ignore them. Give them the cold shoulder. Don't give up on the day job. There's the day job, but you're taking on a new project. You're not very good at this job, so don't stop your main job. Don't take on another job. Keep up with the day job if you're taking on something more. Get a taste of your own medicine. You've treated somebody badly, and now you are being treated in the same way. You get a taste of your own medicine. If you were bullying somebody, now you're being bullied. Your own medicine. Go on a wild goose chase. Here you are, chasing wild geese. Go on a wild goose chase. What does this mean? Do something pointless. Going on a wild goose chase, you're not going to catch them. It's a worthless thing to do, a pointless thing to do. So don't go on a wild goose chase. Think about it properly. You're comparing oranges with apples. Oranges are oranges. Apples are apples. You can't compare two totally different things. Comparing oranges with apples is comparing two things that cannot be compared. Birds of a feather flock or stick together. Penguins. Penguins hang out with penguins. People hang out with similar people to themselves. People who have the same interests are often friends. Birds of a feather flock together, stick together. She has bigger fish to fry. He has bigger fish to fry. It looks as if she's after that fish, but really she's after that. He or she has much greater things to concern themselves than the things they're looking at now. He's a chip off the old block. The child is like the parent, like father, like son, like mother, like daughter. A chip off the old block. It ain't over till the large lady sings. Here's the large lady. In this event happening, it's not over yet. And they say, it ain't over till the large lady sings. Burn the midnight oil. Students often work late. They burn the midnight oil. They work very hard. Have you been burning the midnight oil? Have you been working very hard on a subject? You can't judge a book by its cover. This has nothing to do with books. It's talking about people. You can't tell what a person is like just by the way they dress. All right? You can't judge a book by its cover. I teach you 50 idioms.